let's talk about the Nourishing Luxuries, Practicum and Community. So maybe for you, as it does for me, the word luxuries has this connotation of just being too fancy and impractical, like driving a Ferrari when a Honda would work just fine. Why drive a Ferrari? um, but sometimes we get so entrenched in believing that the habits that we wish we could have in our lives are just luxuries for fancy people on Instagram or millionaires. And because of that, we start slowly starving. So, it's kind of like the whole thing when people are like, moms taking a shower by themselves is not self-care, it's basic hygiene. So when I say nourishing luxuries, I mean the habits that feel out of reach for your life, but would be so luxurious. And if you could do it, it would feed your soul so much, right? So the thing is that like your soul is hungry, but our brains are like, this feels impossible and impractical. And who are you to spend all of that time and effort and energy on yourself anyway? And so the reason this is called a practicum is, at the end of doctor school, they take all of their knowledge and they go put it into practice, right? Very official doctor school. But like we will do the coaching and the mindset work to help you believe that it is possible. And then you will go out and actually do the thing, right? And so there's a coaching component, but there's also going to be a texting component so that when you're going and doing the thing, you have the support so that you can just reach out and be like, oh my gosh, this is going awful and feels terrible. Or hopefully, this is going amazing. I can't believe I didn't do it sooner. Eventually, right? So, I'm not saying that a nourishing luxury, like starting a new habit that will feed your soul, might not be difficult as all get out, right? And so like maybe this luxury habit feels impossible in your mind, but also maybe it's gonna be hard to do it. Like, nourishing, oh boy, that's gonna happen a lot. Nourishing luxury that I've been doing is in the morning, taking a little bit of the time that my kids are occupied playing to read the Bible, coach myself, make a plan for the day, make a plan for the next day, get all my to-do list stuff out in my brain, journal. But do you know what I have to do in order to actually do all that in the morning? I have to do the dishes at night. And you know what I hate doing more than most things in the world? I hate doing the dishes at night. And so it is gonna maybe be hard, or you would have done it already. But then you will get to the part where it's on autopilot and it's just easy and it's just part of your life that you can't remember when you didn't do it in the past, right? So, for example, maybe a nourishing luxury for you would be literally getting the nourishment that you need throughout the day. But if you eat nourishing things, then your taste buds are going to complain about it and feel deprived, and it won't be fun at all, and it won't feel like a luxury at all, right? And so maybe for you, it's finding a way to nourish your body and your mind at the same time. And it's totally possible. At this point, probably millions of people have done it. And you can be one of those people too. And so that's why there's the coaching piece. So you can come to coaching and you can tell me all the reasons why it's absolutely not possible for you. And we can talk through that and get you to a point where you think maybe it's possible that it could be you who also does it. And then like there's coaching is super practical like that, okay? Because when we change your belief, then all of a sudden you changing your actions becomes possible. So this is kind of off topic, but for example, I have been living with the same old clothes for forever. Like end of last summer, I was like, these are getting so old and ratty, but like there's nothing I can do about it. And I was just thinking like it's just way too much work and effort to take a kid or both kids to the store, and weekends are too busy for my husband to just take them for a couple hours, and it's just never going to work out anyway. Thrift store clothes fall apart and other clothes are too expensive, and how will I even find anything that I like? And then the thrift store had a 50% off sale. And shortly before that, my sister had gone to the thrift store and found a ton of cute clothes, like a whole wardrobe worth of good clothes in one day. And so that made me think, maybe there's clothes at the thrift store for me too. And maybe this wouldn't be like a months long process of finding an hour once a week to go and shop, right? And so then I thought maybe it wouldn't be so bad to take one of the kids for a couple of hours, and ta-da, right? My beliefs changed. And so I did the thing, and I took the kid to the store, and I found enough clothes for the summer that I can throw away all the stuff with pit stains. So that's what I mean by looking at your beliefs and not just being all like toxic positivity, like you can do it, be a super mom, go get the clothes you need, right? But eventually and slowly and realistically with thoughts that actually work for your brain. And that might be the complete opposite of what you think you need to be thinking. Okay. So that will enable you to make the changes that feel nourishing and luxurious to you. So did something come to mind that you're like, yes, that would nourish my soul so much. I want to do it. If so, then let's talk about the format.